for European vacation. How you doing, Lala?
Yo, it is hotter than five fat bitches in sauna suits trying to get in one telephone booth in London. But I'm here. I am fucking here.
Bless you. Thank you for joining us. I'm sure we have much to discuss today, and it's hot.
Well, I appreciate y'all having me here. I really do. I figured I would go outside and do this. My apologies for looking like a bum. I am still decompressing, and I will forever walk this moo until I feel better. This is my security comfort blanket, but it's a moo. Actually, it's a robe. Um, with no strength. But that's no here or there. I'm just gonna
Hell yeah, hey, I love it. I'm all about it. You don't even want to know what I look like over here. I'm hot. That's all I'm saying. So I ain't wearing
awesome.
much.
You butt naked in front of the fan. Let's go. Awesome sauce.
Pretty much. Now we're having fun. Hey, recently on the show, we just been on a roll, just giving wrestlers their due, giving the folks that deserve their flowers. And look at you, fresh off a European tour. Man, what can you tell us about heading to Europe with the lads and the ladies?
Uh, it was definitely a amazing experience. Having my best friend there with me is something that really made or broke the trip
Mm-hmm.
because by the time I got over there, I ended up getting sick. On top of me getting sick, my chronic skin disease ended up flaring up.
Oh.
On top of that, like my fibroids, like everything that I was like maintaining, decided to fucking go into hyperdrive when we got over there. So it's like I couldn't really participate how I wanted to, which made me really. Oh, I was going through it. And like I wanted to overly push myself, but then at the same time, I don't want to overly push myself. Then I get injured, and then now I can't debut, and it's just
Mm.
it was a whole bunch of stuff, man. So it's like having my best friend there who understands the things that I go to and understands how to help me when my depression flares up and like I'm like in one of those moods. You know what I'm saying? Like it was good. And then also the trainers over there was like very helpful as well. Like they had got me like some medicine for like allergies and everything. Like for me. It was a great experience. I just wish that my health could have stayed on the same page with me until we got back at least. You know what I mean?
Right on, right on. But damn, you still delivering night after night. I've saw whole matches. I've seen match clips. How many matches did you end up working over there?
Um,
See, it was that many, folks. She's in the zone now.
5 or 6.
Hell yeah. Damn. And with all that going on, still 5 or 6 matches. Wow. Hell yeah. Props to you. Props to you. The WXW, I've always been a fan of them. What can you tell the audience about the locker room, the atmosphere, and the crowd? Anything you can tell us about that crew?
The crowd is amazing. They also are very simple. They're really big on character and story. The trainers, Axel and Robert, are two amazing individuals as well as wrestlers. I feel like I've said this in another interview, and I'll say it again. Like I feel like everybody, like these guys, should like be over here like wrestling because they have a lot of things that they can teach a lot of people over here. You know what I'm saying? And just the way that they look at wrestling there compared to how a lot of people look at wrestling here, it's different and the same in the same aspect.
Mm-hmm.
The locker rooms are cool. Everybody is cool, man. There's no drama, there's no bullshit, there's no cliques. Like everybody just vibe with each other. I'm not gonna hold you. Me and Erie kind of dipped off because there was like only one fan in the locker room, so we sat right in front of it, and there was no room for nobody else.
Well,
Yeah,
let me.
but no, man, all the locker room was great. They were cool. Very inviting. Very helpful.
Good.
Honestly, Europe altogether was just like a whole vibe.
Hell yeah, good. I'm good, glad to hear it. Glad you had a good time. Well, let me ask you this. We're talking about how the locker room was nice, the higher ups were great. It'll never happen, but in a perfect world, if you could take one thing from that European trip and what you saw on that European scene, and you could make it happen on the U.S. scene, what would you bring from there to here to make some changes?
Bro, I just bring WXW here, bro. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you. Just bring WXW here, bro, and let them just do their thing, yo. Like there's not a lot that I can say, when it comes to WXW that people will understand. Like WXW is a whole experience in itself, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole vibe. It's a whole energy. Um, like everybody is so helpful, and they only want to like legitimately see the best out of you, which is something that is very rare because you from time to time you get a lot of people who are only in it for themselves, and they only care about themselves, and they don't really care about anybody else trying to advance or get knowledge. So when you have people that care about other people's career as well as balancing theirs, shit's awesome.
I love it. Hell yeah, I love it. Was there any wrestlers over there, any talent that you kind of took notice of and said, "Oh, I'd like to get in the ring with them," or there needs to be more eyes on them? Anybody
It
that
was the
impressed you?
fucking trainer, man. Robert and Axel, bro. Like these guys can fucking go, bro. Um, Robert's match with Erie. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's just beautiful. And then Axel, the way he does things, like he makes flying look effortless at times. You feel me? Like
Mm-hmm.
just I'm going to do a cartwheel. I'm sorry, what? Like just like it ain't nothing.
Damn, hell yeah. Sounds like a good time. Like I say, all the footage I've seen's been awesome. It looks like you had a good time. And I was going to ask you, but of course you mentioned how important it was to have Isaiah there with you. About what about the rest of the CZW crew? Did it seem like they had a good time, or
I mean, I would believe so.
cool?
Everybody had a great time. Um, this like it's a. I'm happy for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to say that for me though, seeing my best friend overseas and seeing like people tell him the same shit that I've been telling him, which is how amazing he is, and how he has the it factor, and just
Yup.
like he has this aura that is undeniable. Like when he walks in, you just want to see what he's about to do, and to see him go over there and make his pro wrestling art title a world title now. As I did with the Pro Wrestling Magic and the Gen Pro, it was something that was great. Like he wrestled in front of like over 1,000 people in a Pro Wrestling Holland, and like they were all saying wolf, and the ones that couldn't say wolf, they was actually barking woof. So it was, it was great. I learned what my name sounds like overseas. He also learned what his name sounds like overseas. It was the most hilarious shit ever.
Nice.
Um, he was Isaiah, Elijah. It was made so many jokes. It was great. It was the good stuff. So just to get to see him seeing that trust in the process paid off was something that I was very happy, and like I couldn't be more proud seeing like all the things that he was accomplishing. You know what I mean? So
I feel
that
it.
is something that was really great. Him and Aaron, like Aaron Ash,
Mm-hmm.
he's angry all the time, but Aaron is a hard worker. You know what I mean? And like seeing him get his due and get his flowers as well. It was just great, man. I really had a blast to just like watch everybody do their thing. You know what I mean?
No doubt, no doubt. I definitely, you say, you was proud of him. I barely know y'all, but I was proud seeing what you guys were accomplishing over there. And let's take it back to CZW. We touched on it before in the prior interview, but on from the outside looking in, it seems like things are really picking up. There was a few years where CZW was doing their thing, but now we're going to Europe and constant pay-per-views. Everywhere you look, CZW. What can you tell us from the inside looking out? What's going on with CZW?
Uh, if you try to count CZW out, that was probably the worst thing you could have did.
A lot of folks
CZW is
did.
full of a lot of hungry talent, even veterans such as Rich Swann and the Rep and Deshaun Pratt.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a lot of the OGs of you know CZW. It's really good to see. Even a lot of people coming back. Like Ken Broadway coming back, and him doing his shit as well. So
Mm-hmm. No, I'm glad to see it. It's awesome. It's another platform for everybody, and everything's been, honestly, in my opinion, it's more solid than ever as far as the production, the in-ring product, and it looks kind of like they're. Tell me if I'm wrong. They're kind of veering away from the deathmatch stuff. We're looking at more
nope,
wrestling now. No, okay,
nope.
tell me about it.
You got both. It's a honestly, it is, as we would call it, a how would we call it? I would call don't you fall phone bastard. I would call it a honestly, I would call it a perfect balance because you still have your wrestling, but then also, like I said, you have Twisted Metal, the Twisted Metal Junkyard show coming up in
Hmm.
August, and then you also have Tournament of Death, which returns September. I believe tickets have went on sale.
Okay.
Um,
Hmm.
you know, uh, CTW is not going away from death matches. That's not going to happen. If anything, CZW is going to find a perfect balance and give you a well balanced meal of both wrestling and deathmatch.
Something for everybody. I love it.
Good for
Good.
everybody.
I'm glad we clarified that. I'm glad I asked then. Cool. What about one of my favorite promotions to watch you work in? If you're on this show, I'm turning on my IWTV, I'm watching it live. What can you tell the audience about Pro Wrestling Magic? The atmosphere, the people, the matches, whatever you can get out there, put them over.
Um, Pro Wrestling Magic is an amazing place. I am over the moon happy to be working for Pro Wrestling Magic, and I'm ever so grateful that they entrust me to be their Pro Wrestling Magic World Women's Champion now. Um, I just appreciate all the love. The locker rooms are great. I can't tell you how the locker room has been because Prolific got suspended because Smiley ain't shit, and whenever this suspension gets like lifted, oh, I'm gonna break my foot off of Smiley's ass.
Oh, can't wait to see it. Definitely got it coming. Definitely got it coming.
Yeah, Project Mayhem, like everybody in Project Mayhem, like not just Smiley, but everybody is on my hit list. Like, I don't care.
Good. I can't wait to see you give every last one of them a lariat.
Oh yeah, everybody's taking a lariat. Everybody's taking a lariat.
I love it. And to the audience at home, you're everywhere. You're holding titles everywhere. Let them know where else you're working and what's going on there, what they have to look forward to, what's been going on.
Um, well, I know July 29th, it is Battle Club's Jobber Slam 3.
Mm.
Um, and it's actually Prolific, myself, Isaiah Wolf, Marcus Marquis against Jobber Tier South, Rayhan, Zuka, and Movie Mike, uh, with Anthony Gamble in their corner, which that doesn't make any sense to me, but I digress. Um, like, how are you gonna be with a group that's from the South and you from the North? I just
It's like that, huh?
I think right now he's just in a emo phase. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he just, I don't know. Maybe he's just going through things. Maybe he needs a hug. Maybe nobody has hugged him lately. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But I've been seeing him cause mayhem, and so I just hope that for his sake he minds his business. Because if not, I got a Larry with his name on it too. It don't matter to me. So that's July 29th,
Okay.
uh, in Brooklyn, New York. Also, in August, I have, I believe it's August 4th. Um, I will be making my return to Invictus Pro Wrestling to face Clara for the Invictus Women's Championship.
Uh-oh.
And so I'm, spoiler alert, I'm going to walk in, I'm going to walk out with the championship. Uh,
No doubt in my mind.
it's just, I'm just getting prepared, man. Regardless of the restrictions that I had while overseas with my health, I'm still not the same person that I was when I left and I came back. I'm not playing any games anymore. You know what I mean? I'm coming for the gold. I'm coming for my throne. I'm coming for my crown. And it's not personal. It's business. Maybe a little personal. You know what I mean? But like this is my livelihood. And I don't know how longer I have to be in this wrestling business. So I'm not gonna waste any time or any breath. Like go hard or go home. We Are Wrestling is also coming up. It would be in September.
Ooh,
They
okay.
have started announcing matches so far. They have announced Darius Carter versus George South.
Yeah.
Um, that's gonna be something crazy and sick. I can't
Ridiculous.
wait for it.
Same.
This Sunday, I will be in my best friend's corner as he defends his Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship against Dave Reed.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, man.
No doubt.
And
Hey.
I
Uh-huh.
do believe that we will also be making our return back to RSW this Saturday.
Oh.
Um,
Well, up in Connecticut?
yeah.
Uh-oh. Okay. All right. Well, since you mentioned those three letters, we'll go
But
ahead
if
and
we
dip into.
didn't, but just in case,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? If I wasn't supposed to say that, you know what I mean?
Well,
We're gonna.
the good news is this probably won't be out until after the show, so no
Hey, let's
spoilers there.
go. Haha.
But you mentioned RSW. Majority of my audience is very familiar with RSW. Last time I saw you, you were in Parma, Ohio, RSW. What can you tell the fans at home about your most recent RSW experience, what you can recall from that?
Man, I walked in, put both of my belts on the line, knocked the head off, and walked the fuck out. It's pretty much that simple. I was in my best friend's corner
Mm-hmm.
to watch him do his thing. There was a lot of cheating going on. You know what I mean?
There
If
was.
I could have interfered to help him out to where he wouldn't get disqualified, I would have.
Right.
But hey, here we are.
No,
Here we are.
you had an awesome, awesome match with Nurse Micah. It was hard hitting. And you know what? Let me give you props on this. Super hard hitting match, but you know what? Both of you were all right at the end of the day. Recently in Parma, Ohio, I wasn't there, but somebody just knocked Nurse Micah out, I guess. So, what you got to say about being hard hitting but being safe in wrestling nowadays?
Everybody wants to do strong style, but it doesn't understand the definition of strong style. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
People just think automatically strong style is just I'm gonna hit you as hard as I can. No, man, it's You gotta understand, like, when you're in Japan and they work with each other so long, you feel me? Like, it's the same thing with me and Wolf, you know, like, we've known each other so long, we worked each other for so long. There's a certain level that we can go, you know what I mean? Because of our chemistry with each other, of how we know each other, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, people should really do their research on what strong style actually means. You know, uh, people have to learn to be better, bro. Like, they have to just be better and perfect their craft. I said this all the time: perfect the basics, perfect your craft. You know what I mean? All I know is whatever's going on at RSW before I come back. I hope everybody have their things together because me and Wolf are coming back to get titles. And the way that we're feeling, we're coming back to get all the titles. So that's I would like to say that is a warning and a spoiler alert to everybody at the RSW roster. I would suggest you get on your shit because we're not coming to play.
I'm all
Uh,
for it, and I hope you
we're
get
going to take everything. Like, it's a wrap.
well. And I hope you get your hands on Zeke Mercer. Me and him got a little bet going on. Next time, I got my money on you, of course, and so I'm hoping you get your hands on Zeke sooner than later. Even if it ain't in RSW, I don't care if it's in the streets.
I'm gonna
Whoop
punch
Zeke's
Zeke in his
ass.
fucking esophagus.
Good. Thank you. I can't wait. How about this? Seen you on MLW lately. Alex Kane just won the world championship. What can you tell me about what's going on down in Major League Wrestling? Boomaye.
Uh, well, one, my champion's black.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start there. I've known Alex for a good 6, 7 years. Um, we used to travel back in the day, in cars, and would always talk about how we want to be here and we want to be like superstars and like doing big things and just gotta trust the process. And I remember like 4 to 5 hours before the show, me and him was sitting on the apron, and I told him, I was like, you remember how back in the day we had these conversations about how we wanted to do these things and be great and superstar status. I was like, look at you, you doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that like I've always told him because you know Alex has gone to the beat of his own drum. He didn't do what people wanted, and then when he even got fame and popularity, it never changed Alex. Alex stayed true to who he is, and he also put on and have his people's back, and that's something that a lot of people don't understand. Like, that's the true champion, bro. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like any champion can be great, but like when you can think about other people than yourself, that's the heart of a champion, yo.
Yeah.
Even before he got the title, and I'm massively proud, and I can't wait to see how many fools he suplexed to keep that title reign going. You know what I mean?
And obviously, the office, Court, all of them must have a ton of faith in him because Hammer's been their dude for as long as I can remember. Even before he had the belt, Hammerstone was the guy. He had the belt for, I think, 16 months. So they must have a lot of faith in Alex Kane.
Um, Alex don't give you a reason not to trust him. He's a
Mm,
hard worker. He shows up. He does what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? He made Boomaye for the people, and Boomaye is for the people. So once again, uh, if you ask me to pick the perfect champion for MLW, it's gonna be Alex Kane. You feel me?
yeah.
Like, y'all are not understanding. Y'all are still just seeing, like barely an iota of what this man can do. Like, and now he's, what I'm saying, in champion mode.
Yeah.
Like, yo, it's or I like to call it suplex assassin mode.
Uh huh.
Like, it's about to be crazy.
No doubt. I mean, I think back to when they were pushing the hell out of Swerve, and Swerve was their champ. And look where Swerve went after MLW. He's done been everywhere and still killing it. And selfishly, I'd love to keep Alex Kane MLW and on the Indies, but Yeah, I see him heading to television definitely, if not sooner, within the next 5 years for sure. No doubt in my mind. And I mean, hell, he is on television. Don't get it twisted. MLW's everywhere. So props to Alex Kane, and props to all y'all, man. You're killing it. Um, Let me bring this up to you. It's something I put on Facebook last night that kind of ruffled a few feathers, and that's good. And tell me if you disagree or agree. There's a lot of us versus them bullshit going around, man. I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. Maybe there's a good thing to this, but it's a lot of people just looking out for themselves. It's us versus them and trying to dictate things. Do you see that, or am I crazy? Where do you stand on this?
You have a lot of people that have been told by bitter old vets that in this business there's no friendships and look out for yourself, and you step on whoever you have to step on to get ahead, and that's not true. um it's possible to have friends in this business. Hell, y'all see me beat the shit out of my best friend, you feel me, and then
Yep.
at the end of the day I became the first lady of Prolific, and we've been fucking up shit ever since.
Right.
So it's possible to have friends in this business. It's possible to have people that watch out for you as well as your well being inside and outside that ring. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that people don't want to change. You can't make somebody change if they don't want to change and they're comfortable being ain't shit.
Okay.
All you have to do is do you. Pay it forward. Be you. Drink your water, mind your business. You feel me? You can't worry about what somebody else does. You know what I mean? Like, you can't. All
Yeah.
you can do is worry about you and how you're proceeding and how your reputation is looked upon when it comes to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all, believe me. Yep.
At the end of the day, I was raised with common sense, and I'm going to continue to use my common sense. Now, people that I deal with decide that they don't want to use their common sense. That is, as my bestie would say, that is a them problem, not a me problem.
Hell yeah. Yep. Well said. I said a lot of the same points myself last night. We're talking about old vets, and it gets brought up on the show all the time. I believe they have their place in the business. There's great vets out there. Can you tell the audience, have you run in, and if you have, tell us about some shitty vet experiences. Tell us about some good vet experience when you're starting out.
Uh, I won't say the bad ones
Okay.
because
Well, let's put
they
over the good.
they know who they are,
Okay.
and I'm not even going to give you the gratification of mentioning your name.
Right on.
Uh, their names. Hey, Queen, you have a blessed one, okay? Don't you let nobody fuck up your energy now, all right? Let's go, boo boo. Yes. Um, like, this is what I do. Like, people walk by and I want to get positive energy. That's not a put on. That's just like a way of life for me.
Good.
Um, uh, the good ones, I've had the honor and pleasure to not only become friends, but to also sit down and have conversations with MVP and have conversations with Matt Striker. Matter of fact, I just saw Matt Striker again at MLW, and like I said, I've known Matt Striker for for a long time, as well as Isaiah Wolf, because when Striker used to be in New York, he used to help train Wolf,
Hmm.
uh, and so he wanted to hear all about Europe, and like that man, like legitimately, he was already trying to tell people, yo, I need to see more Lala and more Isaiah Wolf in here, and I was just like, the Striker shit. Like that's the guy, man. MVP, I was able to sit down with Hacksaw, um, talk to Scott Steiner for a little bit. Um, and I believe I was blessed because I got to talk to Scott Steiner when he was in a good mood, as people would say. I've known Jazz and Rodney Mack them since I was 14 years old, and that's my auntie and my uncle, and anytime I talk to him, it's always you know critiques, but it's not anything of trying to belittle or put down. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And like that's why I forever loved them, and I like remember talking to them while I was while I was overseas, and they was like proud of you, and like oh man, like I was like so many tears. It was so crazy.
sure. I'm sure. And we were just putting them over a few episodes ago, and I had Jason on here. Definitely two that deserve more praise than they get. I mean, they've definitely got the respect, but they've done more than a lot of people realize.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
definitely.
For sure. Okay, well, let's flip the script. We're talking about vets. Who do you see that's new on the scene, only been around a couple years, that you think's going to make some waves? I feel
Huh.
like you're making faces at me right now since I can't see you.
Mm, there's some kids at Pro Wrestling R
Mm-hmm.
that you should definitely keep your eyes on. Uh, there's this one kid named Casey Lycan. That's like my little wrestling nephew. Got a lot of heart and determination. So definitely keep your eye on him. Jay Malachi,
Mm-hmm.
Cameron Gray. Honestly, 98.9% of the people at Firestar Pro in North Carolina. Uh, I can't really narrow that. I know Janakai
Yeah,
is doing some major, amazing things.
for sure. Just had another great match this past weekend at JCW. She's still turning heads. So good for her. Good for her.
Oh yeah, I was there.
Okay,
Uh,
what can you tell us about
I went
that?
up there to surprise him and to surprise Effie, but I didn't get to see her because she was still like upstairs selling merch.
Did you happen to run into Crazy Beast Man while you was there?
Oh man, I had already spoke to Beast Man.
Yeah.
Uh, I spoke to him uh, like about three matches after his. I let him know that his match against Blake Christian was pretty good.
Oh yeah.
He got to
And
stop eating balloons though, but his match was. If he could have just stopped eating balloons, I feel like we would have a new GCW champion. But he just really loved balloons.
and when we're talking about good vets in the business, let me give props to Beast Man. He does a lot more than what people realize. He's one of the good ones. I promise you that. Promise
Oh
you
yeah,
that.
Beast Man cool as shit, man. Every time I get to see him, it's always fun and laughs and everything. Like he's cool as shit.
Hell yeah. What are we looking at in the future, Lala? I know you're looking to whoop everybody's ass and take some titles, so I do know that. But you have any other goals within the next 5 years you'd like to accomplish in wrestling or in life, even?
Um, Japan's next, man. You know. And like I said, I'm just getting started in Germany and the UK and Holland. Like that's not the last time you're gonna see me. I'm gonna be back sooner than later. Very sooner than later. Um, Japan, man. Uh, Japan and contract, yo.
Oh yeah.
That's the goal, you know. And it's not to get a contract so I can just spend money on cars and have like multiple houses that I know goddamn well I'm not gonna fucking stay in. Man, I literally just want this contract so my family is financially stable. You feel
Right
me?
on.
Like, and even people hear this like, oh well, you know, how much money should gonna make? It's not even that. Like, my family is just as simple as I am. You feel me? Like that whole luxury and going overboard for no reason. Nah, I've had Jordans. I'm not gonna like go and get an expensive pair when I know what I can do with that $1,200 something. Instead of spending it on shoes, that I'm gonna get mad if like I walk and get something on them or somebody bump into them. Like, nah, I'm good.
True. I dig it. And like you said, you don't have to go to excess. Just make sure you and yours are taken care of, and I'm sure hell an MLW contract could do that for somebody. You don't even have to get to New Japan or WWE or whatever. You could probably live
Yeah,
comfortably.
I'm happy. Like, if I get on MLW, I would be more than happy because, like, I love going there. I love helping out. You know what I mean? Like, I love the welcome vibes that they give myself and Wolf. You know what I mean? It's every time we go, it's always cool to see them and catch up. And so, like, yeah, man. I would love to show MLW what that Larry do.
Hell yeah.
uh, as well as AEW, Impact. WWE can get the lariat smoke. New Japan Pro can get the lariat smoke. Stardom can get the lariat smoke. Like, any and all companies overseas can get the lariat smoke. You feel what I'm saying? Uh,
Makes sense to me, and that's damn well possible. The independent scene is on fire right now. I know it's not just fans' eyes on the scene. Everybody's looking at it. So, and as far as you talking about MLW and how welcoming it is and the vibe backstage, I really think that translates across the television screen. You can tell the roster's having fun. They're happy. So, props to MLW again. I'll give them one more props. So, thinking where we go from here, Lala. You done burned through all my questions. You're usually more long-winded, so damn.
Man, like I said, I'm still decompressing, bro. So, like,
It's all good. I appreciate you coming on. It's always a good time having Ruthless Lala on. We've been saying we was going to do. Oh, and now we got video back, so now we can. Now we're really working. Now we're really working. Okay, let me ask you. As far as the independent scene, you've been on the independents right now, and right now it really feels like the past 5 years they've been on fire. Where do you think it is now compared to where it was when you started?
there's a lot of more opportunities for women.
Okay.
Um, I've actually seen women main event shows, indie shows as well as major.
Mhm.
Uh, I've seen, as far as intergender wrestling, pick up as well.
Mhm.
Um, it's gotten better. I'm finally seeing Darius Carter get his flowers as he should.
Yeah.
So,
Agreed.
like, that's something that's very refreshing. Starting to see my best friend get his flowers as well. You feel me? And even that's refreshing. Like, I'm not worried about me at all. To see my best friend and to see my people shine, that makes me happy as shit.
Hell
You
yeah.
know, uh, that's all I want. You know what I'm saying? I want to see my people eat, people be happy.
Right on. And you mentioned Darius Carter. I've said for years that's our modern day Brian Danielson, and I think that's the best compliment I can give the man. But to the audience that might not be familiar, that's just seen him on graphics or seeing the clips, what can you tell the audience about Darius Carter? Because I'm a big
Darius
fan.
Carter is Darius Carter. Like, he's himself. But at the same time, uh, there's certain times when I watch Darius wrestle. He reminds me so much of William Regal.
Okay,
Um, Kind of a mixture of William Regal and Randy Orton. You know,
I see it.
um, Darius gives no fucks, man. Like, he don't care who you are. You run your mouth, you step up to him, he's gonna deal with you, bro. In the most disgusting, miserable, antagonizing, torturous way. And I'm pretty sure that's not a word that I just said, but it's how serious it is. Um, like, when it comes to Darius, Darius has no fucks. And in Darius' mind, a win is a win.
Yeah. Yep.
And Darius is gonna win by any means necessary.
And usually does.
And honestly, like I said, TV definitely needs Darius.
Yeah.
TV definitely needs Wolf. Like, prime example. Like, I would love to see Pentagon versus Darius Carter.
Oh my, yeah.
And I would love to see Isaiah Wolf versus Swerve Strickland too, because they already wrestled before.
Ooh, I want to see.
Uh, it's on YouTube.
Is it okay? I'm gonna look that up today because I'm sure that was good.
It was very nice.
Oh, I'm sure. Hell yeah.
Those people would need to be on your screen. You know what I'm saying? Like
mm,
killing it, because they gonna give you your money's worth. They gonna give you what you coming for.
every time I
and
see him.
and and then even on top of that, very professional. Like no matter how their mannerism is proceeded when they come out and they wrestle or whatever, like legit, like two of the most professional people I've ever met before in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, very business oriented.
Hell yeah. And it just dawned on me, me and you, we're putting over a lot of people, a lot of promotions, when we should be putting over you. Let's tell the audience, well, hey, you've been killing it. I mean, especially the past, I would say, 3 years, just steady. And I mean, that's just from my viewpoint, so who knows? Could be forever been steady. But as far as the past year, what's a match you're really proud of that folks should go out of their way to watch?
Uh, it'd definitely be the feud, man.
Yeah.
That it would definitely be the feud, because that was like majority. That was 98% of all last year. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. I
Mm-hmm.
defended the BCW championship, but like, no, nobody was really like trying to get it, because it wasn't people that I asked for. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wanted to be pushed. I wanted to be more. You know what I mean?
I'd,
Uh,
I'd say it
so,
definitely elevated you. Both of you.
man, the memories are popping back up on like Facebook and like Instagram and everything of that sort, and I just like catch myself laughing. I'm like, oh my god, yo, we was retarded for no reason. Like, yo, we did the most, and it's like, yo, it's like a reminder. Yo, let's stay on the good side. Let's try that.
Right? It was
See,
damn fun to watch. I promise you that. Here's a new question we didn't give to you last time. A new question on the show, and I can't believe I just thought of it this late, but I got it for you. We've been asking everybody for one crazy road story, Lala. I'm sure you've got many. You don't have to name names if you don't want to, but hook the audience up with a crazy road story.
all right. So my ex tag team partner, oh my god, I tell him about this all the time because it's hilarious. He's kind of the reason why I actually go to sleep with my eyes open.
Oh,
Um, it's oh my god. Yes, we're still friends to this day. And any chance that I get to tell him about himself is hilarious. So he's one of those. See if you understand this. He's one of those mans. You feel me?
okay.
Like, he, for him to admit that he's sleepy and he's tired, is just like apparently going against a man code. So we're driving back from Mississippi back to Texas, San Antonio, Texas to be exact. And we're on the road, and I was like, "Yeah, are you good?
Mm.
Yeah, I'm good. Are you sure? Yeah, so I can close my eyes and take a nap. Yes. Are you positive? Yeah. All right, bet. Like I promise you, as hello, as I promise you, as quick as I closed my eyes, I swear it wasn't 2 or 3 minutes later. All of a sudden, I heard a. I was gonna say, "Yo, what are we doing? Are you okay?" Yeah, I had some in my eyes and I was trying to get it out. That's why I swerved. Okay, are you sure? You sure I can go and lay down? All right, bet. Try to go back to sleep again. I said, yo, fam, what's going on? He's like, yo, you ain't seen that black dog? I said, okay, that's it. Pull the fuck over right now, yo. Like right now, yo. No, man, like I'm fine, yo. Like I saw a black dog in the road, so I had to swerve. I was like, there's no fucking black dog in the road. I said, you're fucking tired, dude. Pull the fuck over. And then as he's driving, we're having this conversation. He's like, ha, I was like, what's wrong with you? Like there's literally a school bus coming that's, on this side.
Oh dear.
And yo, he's flipping, thinking that he's about to get hit by the fucking bus. I was like, yo, pull the fuck over right now. So he slowed down, he pulled over. I made him get in the passenger seat, and I just drove like until I couldn't drive anymore, and I stopped at a rest stop. And then even after that, I kept driving because I didn't trust him with my life at all anymore. Uh, and the only way that he started back driving his own car was because I was driving so long that I was going to sleep with my eyes open, and I was starting to swerve.
Damn. Yeah.
And it sucked because I was actually in the middle lane. So I was just going over to other cars' lanes, and I heard a me, and I was like, "Oh shit, yep, that's it for me. I am done with that." And yeah, man. So like, he's the reason why at a certain point, nothing really scares me when it comes to driving because I've seen the worst,
Mm-hmm.
and it's because of him. I've never gotten into a car accident, and like we've never, end up in the hospital because of his driving. But god damn it, we've been close,
I
and
feel it.
that's fucking enough for me. Uh, so that would be one of my crazy ass stories of how I almost lost my life trying to trust my life to my goddamn tag partner at the time. The worst mistake I ever did. I feel crazy.
Now I can relate because he said he saw a black dog. I ride with a guy that always sees glass in the road. You didn't see that glass in the road when we're swerving and about hitting semis. His name rhymes with Thrilly Box. So figure that out, fans. But yeah, there's never glass in the road. There probably wasn't a black dog. Just shit happens sometimes. I understand it.
I've watched the movie Black Dog with Patrick Swayze,
Uh huh.
so when I heard the term and he said black dog, I already knew what it was because usually if a truck driver sees a black dog, like it's time for them to pull the fuck over, like and rest, like you seeing shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up. That's something we've been touching on the show. Is you guys put your lives on the line in the ring, but that transportation's no joke either. So, phew, I can only imagine all the miles you've put in. Thank God you're safe.
Oh, man, it was amazing, man. Like it was the first time that I've been on an airplane to where I had a few meals. Like they said, literally, we was gonna get one meal.
Mm-hmm.
But like we had more than one meal, you know what I mean? And like we kept drinking tea or coffee. I was like, this is nice.
Good,
And
good.
then we had first class. Like oh my god, like there was this one lady that was like trying to rush past everybody and was like, I'm priority. And it was so funny that when we got there and me and Wolf was in fucking first class, literally she's like 8 rows behind. And so if you go and look on my picture on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
when we take the picture of us in first class and you look behind, you can see the lady like,
Good, good. Hell yeah. Well, Lala, we're in the last 10 minutes of the show. Last 10 minutes, anything you want to sell your merch, sell your socials. If you could give any up and coming wrestlers watching the show any advice from Auntie Lala, it'd probably be appreciated by them. But I don't care. The platform's yours. Whatever you want to put out there into the ether, you have at it.
you go follow me on Instagram, straight ruthless one, STR, the number 8, RUTHLESS1. Once again, it's STR, the number 8, RUTHLESS1. My original Ruthless Lala page got hacked, and I
Damn.
never was able to get it back. So if you try to tag Ruthless Lala, I'm not gonna see it. So once again, add me on Instagram, straight ruthless one, STR the number 8 RUTHLESS1. Uh, Also add me on Twitter at Ruthless Lala. Facebook Ruthless Lala. Um, I got 3 new shirts on Pro Wrestling Tee. I have another website for my Miss What That Larry Do shirts. Uh, and yeah, man, uh, go check me out. My TikTok, we're still ticking and talking.
Okay, TikTok.
Miss What That Larry Do. My Twitch, Miss What That Larry Do. Keep it pretty much basic. My YouTube is What That Larry Do. Yeah, man.
What are you doing on Twitch?
Uh, when I'm actually not stressing like a mad person, fucking going to infinity and beyond on the fucking on my video game. I gotta get my PlayStation now that I'm back. I gotta get my PlayStation back from my wrestling nephew who was holding it down for me so I could finish uh, God of War,
No, okay.
Ragnarok. Uh, yeah, man. It's either Horizon, um, God of War,
Nice.
Ghost of Tsushima. I actually have WWE 2K. Uh, and I'm gonna get MLB, bro, because like when we was overseas, we was playing the home run derby.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, the motherfucking home runs! It was getting serious.
Yeah.
Getting serious, like cool as shit. Like fighting games is what you can catch me on playing mostly.
Oh yeah. What franchises you like in the fighting
Destiny.
world?
You say what?
What franchises you like in the fighting games?
Yo, like I fuck with Microsoft and Sony. You feel me? Like I've had pretty much every game console except the PS5
Mm-hmm.
and the new Xbox.
Yeah, that shit's out of my budget.
Same. I'm not dropping it.
Nope.
So I'm okay with the PS4. When people's like, "Hey, haha, you need to get a PS5," I say, "Haha, fucking buy me one and shut the fuck up." That's it. Have a blessed day.
I love it. Oh shit! It's been another fun one. If there's anything you can tell the young wrestlers or anybody in the business that's watching this, any bit of advice you can give them before we let you live your life out there in the heat, I'm sure it would be appreciated by them and myself.
Yeah, sure. Shut the fuck up. Like y'all don't know everything. This whole business is about learning and getting better and being better than what you were the day before. You're not in fucking let me repeat this again for the people in the back. You are not in competition with anybody. The only person you are in competition with is yourself. That's it. You don't have to throw somebody under the bus to get ahead. Instead of you focusing on what type of gear you want to have or what type of name you want to have, how about we perfect the basics?
Right.
These are things, essential things that you need, because if you don't have the basics, I don't care how cool you are or how dope your abs look or for the fact that you can do a cool double fucking moonsault. If you can't tell, if you can't keep it basic, if you can't like know your psychology, what's the point?
Hell
You
yeah.
have to be able to put over who you are as a character and get it over.
Good.
Um,
Good stuff.
uh, it's okay to keep your mouth closed and your ears open. That's what I was always taught. Um, Now, am I saying sit there and just be ridiculed and hazed? No. But what I'm saying is be smart. Um, this is something that even me being in the business for so long, I still have to learn. Uh, Not everything needs a response. And even when you want to like put people on blast for doing the most to you and you having receipts on them, it's not a good look, especially for your brand, for what you're trying to do and for what you're trying to get over. And I had to learn that the hard way because I got to the point to where uh, I got tired of turning the cheek.
Mm.
And I got tired of letting shit go when people can do me dirty, and I just got to sit there and take it. And a lot of facts was thrown at me, uh, and reasons of, hey, you have every right to be upset. Yes. Is this the way to handle it? No. Um, so like, be mindful because even though you don't have a documentation confirmation that somebody is watching you and people are watching you and there's eyes on you, I promise you 100% if you're in or if you are in the entertainment business as well as the sports entertainment business, you are being watched.
Hell yeah.
So be mindful of the the things you post and be mindful of the way that you talk when you do certain shit because if a promoter sees you being angry and violent and shit, what makes you think that they're gonna want to book you on the show?
Yep. Wise words from Ruthless Lala. I did ask fans for comments and questions. Marcus Twist couldn't join us, but he said to tell you he says hello.
Hello.
Yeah, had to go do something for some wedding, doing real life shit. What a
Oh
pussy.
shit! And also add me on Monopoly Go. I almost
Oh,
forgot about it.
ooh, okay.
Ah,
You could be playing Monopoly Go with Ruthless Lala. Get on it.
fuck yeah. Fucking up shit on Monopoly Go. Having a blast.
Good.
Uh, but yeah, man,
Yeah.
that's like just strive to be better. There's not a day that goes by that you don't stop learning.
Yep. I agree
You're
with that.
always learning. The day that you feel like that you done learned everything, get out.
Yep.
Just look out.
I learn something new probably 10 times a day, and I couldn't be happier for it. One last fan comment for you. This should make you feel good. Mindy Cooper chimes in and says, I fangirl over her, so there you go.
Aw,
Yeah.
thank you.
You'll,
Shuckies.
you may see her up in Connecticut this weekend.
Oh shit, let's go.
Let's go. Folks, this is why we do it. Quality fucking humans. Man, I went the whole show without dropping an F bomb and did it at the end. Come on, spooky. But it's been another good one. Ruthless Lala, I can't thank you enough. Wish you the best in everything. And to the listeners, treat each other fairly and kindly and with respect. Go out there and live your dreams. You might be sitting in your room, 100 degrees in your boxers, talking to a damn multi-promotion champion, holding all the damn belts. Just might happen one day. You never know. We love you. Stay tuned. Much more to come. Go do something with your life.
Oh, baby. Yes. Don't adjust your screen because you're seeing right. It is Miss What That Larry Do, the first lady of Prolific, your pro wrestling magic and Gen Pro world champion. And I am now on Cameo. So that means if there's somebody that's bullying you and you're scared and you want me to lair at them, word wise, I got you. You want to break up with somebody who don't understand no means no, I got you. If you need motivation, if you need a customized alarm clock to get your thick ass out of bed, hey, it's me. There's nothing I can't do. Go ahead and get that Cameo. I'll see you soon. Respectfully.